we do it again anyway. Okay, you see that little live thing up in the corner?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm recording everything from now forward, and I'm turning off
Okay.
my mic.
Hey kids, this is Chris Wylie with Blizzard of Oz, and you're watching In the Pit with Rick. Hey kids, this is Chris Wylie. You're watching In the Pit with Rick.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, pull out the Hello Kitty one real quick and record it with the Hello Kitty before he gets on. Okay,
Good idea.
he won't even know it's done. Okay, let me
Sure.
mic off. Okay, here we go.
Hey kids, this is Chris Wylie with Blizzard of Oz. I'm on In the Pit with Rick. You know he's a Category 5 hurricane, so I got my Hello Kitty umbrella and I'm ready to roll.
Okay, that's a wrap. Put it away. Okay, let me add the other one. And this one, you can just read it. I'm just going to turn off my mic. The one for the podcast, that's
Okay.
for the audio, and you can just read that one. And then
Sure.
I will come back in when you're finished. My mic is off.
Hey, this is Chris Wylie with Blizzard of Oz, and you're listening to In the Pit with Rick podcast.
Give me one more
Hey,
with,
yeah,
I'm sorry, sorry, with listening to the In the Pit with Rick podcast.
yes.
I'm out.
Hey, kids, this is Chris Wylie with Blizzard of Oz, and you're listening to the In the Pit with Rick podcast.
I like it. You good?
I'm good.
All right, that's a wrapper. Let me take that off. And you're back. All right. Now we're just waiting for Slowpoke, who told me that he was going to be on. I talked to him about 12:25. I told him to give me 5 minutes and log in. So I'll log in and you're already here. And Slowpoke isn't here yet. So
Well, I sent him on Facebook Messenger. I sent him a message that said, "This is your 60-minute warning." And he responded. He laughed and he said, "I'll send you the link here shortly." So I figured
he had a show
he's Rick.
last night.
So
Yeah, you know Rick.
yeah.
So. But he's actually surprisingly coherent this morning because he had a show last night up at Lake Texoma, I think, or Texoma or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard his voice and I'm like, huh, you're not hungover today. What's going on?
Something, yeah. It was
Oh
pretty
man.
cool when I first logged in before you came on. It said you're backstage, and I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been using this for how many years? 2 years now. And we were set up to do this before all this pandemic crap. And I record a podcast. I had done it since like about 5 years ago with a young lady that's a R&B artist in London, and I've never met her in person, but we
Yeah.
did her show, man, for like 3 years straight every week, and we recorded it. And just like the audio we have here, it's just clean. It's not. We're doing digital audio, so it sounds great. And when
Cool.
Rick and I needed to do the show this way, we didn't want to stop it, of course. And we just basically picked up the next week. We couldn't, you're not supposed to go to the studio. And so we started to record these.
Yeah.
So we didn't miss a beat. And it's good. I enjoy doing them. I've met tons of people. We met a ton
Sure.
that, we were doing it in the studio. And then, of course, now I'm meeting people online. It's just we should be able to get to a point to where we can get together now. And like, when you guys are performing somewhere, I'm trying to pop in to, bring my little camera and record some things live before you guys go do your shows. And, we're getting ready to supersize ourselves. So
That's cool.
let
Yeah, I've
me see.
been wanting to do this for a while. So,
And
I know
you look at the
our singer just did one. He did a while back, but I just saw it, and so I was like, I want to get on that. And I saw Rick at the Maverick one night, and I said, "We're gonna do this." He goes, "Yeah, do me a favor. Would you dress up as Zach Wild?" And I was like, "Sure." So here we are.
And it's scaring me that he's not here because I don't know what he may be putting a dress on, knowing Rick. I don't know.
Well, I literally have rain boots on. You can't see them, but
That's the
I was
beauty of
trying to.
doing this.
Yeah,
Nobody, you can wear what you want to wear. I mean, you come
sure.
in and yeah, Rick is in costume. He is.
Oh yeah, he's in costume 24/7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish he could hear us right now, but I'm going to bring him into the feed. I know I can.
I can hear you.
I know you can.
What the fuck? You can't go out and rock star the night before. You got to get up early and act all normal and shit. What the fuck?
Oh, Rick, we have already done the drop.
Oh, wait. What time is it? What day is it?
There we go. That's the Rick.
Yeah, that's the better question. What year is it?
Hello, Detroit. Oh, wait. Where am I?
Hello, Cleveland.
Oh my God. I did that at Lava Cantina. Did you hear about that, Chris?
No,
I was emceeing for the Cooligans, and they come to do an encore. They come to do an encore, so I go back out to get the crowd riled up. I'm like, hello, Gas Monkey Live. At Lava. Oh, and of course, Thomas Moore is right there in the pit. And he's like, no, Rick, no, we're at Lava.
Oh.
And Jason Hood comes running out. He's like, dude, we're at Lava. And I look at the crowd. I'm like, oops, I'm a dumbass. Sorry, Lava Cantina. And everybody's laughing. I go, hello, Detroit. Everybody was rolling. I'm like, listen, we're human. You know what? Own that shit and move on. It was funny though.
Hey, here's a funny story for you. When I was already logged in, and he came in, and he was shocked. He's like, I wasn't expecting this. And
Dude,
I said, dress up.
Rick told me, and then when I saw you, I'm like, wow.
So the last time somebody dressed up, I had Josh from Go Ask Alice on the show, and I showed up in a dress and a wig, and he was like, what's this? I'm like, this is an Alice in Wonderland thing, right? He's like, no. And I'm like, and so I'm in full tilt drag, and he's just like, and I'm like, do I have to change? He's like, yes. I'm like, I can't leave it on. He's like, no. Like, come on, Josh, we're friends. What's a little dress between two guys?
Yeah, the sadness of Rick.
Well,
Okay,
Hey, what do you
say? Start. And how many you want to start? You want to start right at 1, Rick?
I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know what day it is. What the
You
hell?
remember all the stuff I said before
Nope.
Chris about him sounding coherent and he looked surprisingly sober? You remember I was saying that right before he came on?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I expected.
That's an energy drink.
Now
Monster?
ask me what's in the Now ask me what's in the monster.
I probably don't want to know.
There's like some ginseng and riboflavin and some other things.
Absinthe.
Some flavin.
And some
All right, we're going to start right at what time?
Oh my God!
In 8 minutes, I'm going to step away, and I'll be back. And
wait, are you going potty? Do you have a hall pass?
I didn't miss this at all.
You have to deal with this all the time.
Exactly. You guys get it maybe 40 minutes to an hour.
Hey, don't remind him of that. Shit, he already knows. I mean, I don't want to get
We're
fired.
3 years deep into this insanity. So.
Has it been 3 weeks? Really?
And with that, I'm out.
Okay. See you after the potty break. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you, I don't know how he puts up with me, honestly, because I'm not even sure how my wife doesn't just suffocate me in my sleep. Oh, my dude. Are you doing good? Because I'm going to ask a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
So let's talk about parameters. Obviously, we got to talk about Blizzard. Is there anything that you really want to talk about that's coming up that you want to promote?
Yeah, we've got the big show at the Mavericks. We're doing 2.5 hours of Ozzy and Black Sabbath. That's on August the 14th.
Okay. Awesome. Can we talk about family and COVID a little?
You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I
mean, I have family, but I'm not married. I don't have any kids, so
Oh, you're going to be a fun conversation. We'll talk about strippers and cocaine then. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. And maybe donkeys.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
my God.
we
Oh
can
my
talk
God.
about pottery, you know.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What kind of pottery is that?
It's fake. I was just,
Oh.
it's part of my props. I've got props. I
So
told
the
you I was
reason
going to have a surprise for you when you introduced me. I've got a surprise. I got a
awesome.
good surprise. So
And it's not like I'm a huge pottery nut, but we lived all over the world. I've lived in Japan. I mean, I've literally been all over the world, and I have a lot of very old antiques that my mom gave me. Do I like them?
uh,
but
right.
but they're sentimental, and I know that they're valuable. And I'm like, okay, can we just keep them wrapped up in a box somewhere? And of course, my son, he's like, Dad, those are incredible. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a
you're gonna
bully.
wake up one morning and those are gonna be gone, and he's sold them at the pawn shop.
You know what, kid? I've only got one. It's all yours one day, anyhow. And he's super
Right.
responsible. So I'm like,
All this can be
all of
yours.
this, unless I blow it all. In which
Well, that's
case, I want to be cremated. Just kind of sprinkle me somewhere in the Caribbean.
somewhere
Have a,
cool. Yeah,
yeah, in the Caribbean, have a drink and be like, to you, Dad, and right on. We'll be good.
absolutely.
We're going to chat probably a little bit about the scene. I usually have one or two questions in my mind, really. And you can ask Shane about this. Let's just have a real conversation. I am not going to go, tell me who do you think the top 3 best guitar solos of all time? It's been asked a million times. I don't care. I like to it's us chatting. I want the audience to kind of get to know you. I mean, except for the Viking thing, as a normal guy.
Right. Well,
So, I
and
mean,
I would just say, don't forget to mention somewhere along the way about I'm also in Maiden, Texas.
oh no, we are going to talk to. So I feel like a dumb fuck, and I can cuss now because we're not actually recording, and I got a bad mouth. I have announced Made in Texas. I did not know you were in the band. I'm sorry.
Well, you may have announced Maiden, Texas when I wasn't in the band.
Oh, okay.
That may have been, but
Man,
I've been in
I'm
it
off
twice. I've been in it for a while, a couple of years. I got out for a couple of years, and then I'm back in.
So it's the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, and what's really funny is you got these people that know me without this get up,
Yeah.
and they know that I'm in Made in Texas. So before a Made in Texas show starts, I'm up there. We're waiting for the intro to kick on. Everybody's like, "Where's your beard? Where's your wig?" And it's like, are you kidding me?
It took me a little bit because I know you this way
Right.
from Blizzard, and it took me like I had to like, wait a second. Oh, that's how he looks without all of this. I'm like, holy crap. I always look the same. I'm just fucking me.
Yeah, but we were talking earlier. You're a comic book character all to yourself, man.
Sort of. You know what it
you're
is?
in costume 24/7.
Oh my God. So you know what it is? And this is my theory with basket case. And I tell my guys, we are always on stage. Not just when we're on stage, but if you go to a club to watch a show, you better dress like a rock star. You better be ready to take pictures and shake hands because we are always on stage. People know you up there. They know you in the audience, and you're always in character. You asked for this when you decided to be a musician and start entertaining for people. So don't bitch and fucking cry when you go, oh, and I have my moments where, honestly, I would love to stand at the back of a club and be invisible. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't. During COVID, a couple times I went in a hoodie with my mask on like a ninja, and at Trees, in fact. And I sat at a table for 45 minutes, and everybody walked by me. Nobody knew I was there. The second my wife shows up and sits with me, because she knew what I had on, everybody realized it was me the whole time. Right. It was like flies on shit. And I was just like, really? I enjoyed people watching, and
absolutely.
And I'm the epitome of stupidity. Like, I do stupid crap constantly, but watching other people and they're not talking to you. And it's like, again, we asked for this. So you can't bitch and complain like, oh my God, everybody's coming up to me. And my only pet peeve is a lot of times people come up to me, they want to take selfies. But when you shove my wife out of the way to take a selfie with me, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. And it happened at Lava one night, and I had to stop and go, stop. And I told my wife, I said, from now on, and I always know where my wife is, not because I don't trust her, but because I have in my opinion, a heart duty to protect her. And I will stop a fucking show if I see somebody get disrespectful with my wife in the I don't give a shit what stage. I will jump off stage. Like you will not. And so I just told her, don't be mad. You stay, I like you being close, but don't right up next to me. I just have gotten really kind of protective of her because people are just, and I don't understand it, but they're dumb. It's like, I'm just normal, I'm a musician, just like you, like everybody else. I'm a dumbass. I'm just a guy. Like, stop. What's all the.
There's you know John Inman from Def Leppard.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's a particular guy out there, since we're not recording right now.
Okay. Well, real quick.
Out there.
That's recording, but this is all just you, me, and Mr. Rose. And we go back and edit all this. So if there's shit that needs to get cut, trust me, there's a lot of stuff that gets nuked because we don't want the world to ever hear it. Just so you know.
Right. Well, this will be one that needs to get nuked. But there's a guy out there. Every time he sees me or Inman or anybody that's got any kind of popularity, he wants to take a selfie. And it's like, dude, how many selfies do you have of me dressed up as Zach Wylie? Do you need one every show? Well, Inman's gotten to the point now where he refuses to take a selfie with the guy because he's like, you've got enough.
Does he change his name every week on Facebook?
Yes.
So he might be a Delta.
Yes, that's exactly it.
So since we're being very candid, I said no one night at Gas Monkey because and I'm a selfie little whore, but I take selfies with everybody and I post it because I know that it gets promotion for not just me, but for everybody. He does the same thing. And one night I just was in a fucking vagina piss ass mood. And I was like, no, I don't feel like taking a selfie. He runs over to my wife and goes, what's wrong with Rick? Why won't he take a selfie? Really?
It's nothing wrong with Rick. It's what's wrong with you.
I was just, wow. Just because I one night I was in a foul mood. I was out. I wanted to see the band, but I just wasn't in the mood to. And it was a moment that I had to go, okay, stop, Rick. You asked for this. You have to take selfies. But he does it. And I knew exactly what you were talking
That's
about.
hilarious that you knew exactly. I can't wait to tell Inman that.
Oh, you know what? I knew immediately because John and I have had a million conversations. And yeah, it's like, dude, really? Really? Like, and here's the worst part. He goes to shows and he's recording the show, but of himself, not the band. And he's just like,
right.
And we're like, dude.
Well, he's living his fantasy through all these other people. He wants to be able to post that so people think he's somebody important. And
so
it's crazy.
A good friend of mine, Carter, who's the drummer of Sunset Strip.
Okay.
Don't know if you've seen him or not.
I have.
Worst drummer on the fucking planet. And he is my friend. Yes. I know, Mr. Rose. Give us a second.
I am. I just got back, so I'm just
okay. Hold on, we're about to start.
Wow, that was a long bathroom break.
Hey, it was big. A big one there.
Yeah. He's the worst drummer on the planet. And I keep saying, let me give you some drum lessons. And his people show up at his shows, and it's wretched. His drum set is horrible. I'm like, let me sell you my shittiest drum set, and it's better than what you've got. I promise you. So he plays a show out here in Rowlett at Hang Time. He rents a fucking tour bus so that they can party on the tour bus for the evening after they're done playing Hang Time. Not Gas Monkey, House of Blues, Lava. Hang Time. And I asked him, I said, dude, you rented a tour bus? He goes, yeah, dude, we're Full Tilt Rockstar. And I'm like, you understand. Hear me on this. You understand that the parties and the shenanigans and all that shit is what happens after you've earned it on stage. That's the rock star, is knowing your shit, throwing down on stage. All these other shenanigans and crap usually is the byproduct of adrenaline and excitement and boredom. That's what happens on a tour bus. You get bored and you start fucking with each other. Yeah. You rented a tour bus so you could hook up with your girlfriend really? And I love him. He's a friend of mine, but it's like, dude, you could have got a hotel room cheaper. And I way cheaper. And I know I sound like a dick right now, but I've done this and it's like, And Carter's a dear friend, but it's just like, dude, really, stop. So since we're nuking all this footage, I can say that.
Yeah. And there's one musician in town who's I really appreciate.
I'm going 2 for 2 right now. I'm about to go 2 for 2.
Okay. He really appreciates, but he carries himself on stage and off stage like he's the real person and demands that you treat him that way. And it's like, I'll never forget, we opened for them at House of Blues one time, and the sound crew, when they got done with their sound check, said, I fucking hate those guys. And I was like, really? Why? He goes, because they walk around and make you and talk to you and treat you like they're the real guys. And I'm like,
are they a Duran Duran tribute?
No. I'll give you 3 guesses.
Oh, guess number 1.
That's number 1.
Fuck. What's my number 2? I don't. Fuck.
It's Christopher.
Is it a heart?
It's Christopher from Rock and Roll Over.
Whoa. That's another fucking can of worms. Like, holy fuck. Really?
Yeah.
The first time I met, and I like Dan. I like Dan a lot. Dan's a really nice guy. But Christopher rubbed me wrong from day one. I was at Tease. This must have been 4.5 years ago. And I don't know that he and I have actually ever really formally met. And I was on the phone with a friend of mine, Bob Riddle, who's in a Queens of the Stone Age tribute. And he heard my conversation. The guy practically dove over tables. He's like, Queens of the Stone Age, do you know who they are? Dude, who the fuck are you? Really? Dude, mind your own business.
Now, I will say this. He has mellowed a bit.
Has he?
Over the last few years. We accidentally left a GoPro remote at a show that we opened for them at the Rebel, and he came to our show at the Maverick and gave it back to us. And I'm like, "Who are you? And what did you do with Christopher?" Because Rick, you have to know that you remember the story of Bastard beating the shit out of him down at the Trees.
I've heard it.
Everybody in town was just like, "Oh, Bastard needs legal fees. Oh, here's $20, here's $50," because we all thought that was the greatest thing ever.
Hey, but you know what? I think all of us go through some shit. I know I'm guilty of being a dick, and it's like at some point you got to learn to fucking humble yourself and realize I'm not a god. I'm just a dude, and I'm lucky I get to be a part of the music scene and play music, and that's really how it is. Okay, Mr. Rose, I understand.
Sorry to add you right after you said that I'm just a dick, but I just thought that would be inappropriate.
Hey, that wasn't funny. You got to nuke all that.
You know I dump 90%. I dump. The only thing I keep out of the whole beginning of this show is his drops. Everything else gets torched.
Wait, I don't want you to use any of my drops. They're bad.
You aren't. Oh, God, Chris. Can you host this one?
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
I understand.
Okay, I'll be serious. I'll do my.
You're never serious. That's a lie.
I know, but it's okay. My fingers were crossed.
That's a lie. I'm waiting for the lightning before we start the show, Chris, just in case. All right.
Yeah,
you got to look around, man.
One instance where I'm glad we're on video.
hey, this isn't like a team spirit fuck with Rick kind of thing.
Intervention, Rick.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, whoa. Intervention? Really? Is it like we go to Disney World kind of intervention?
No, it's a Rickervention.
It could be.
I'm going to Disneyland.
There could be fun stuff happening. You never know.
Oh, my God. Okay, stop. You must talk to my wife.
Okay, I'm taking my mic off.
I'm ready. I got to go watch some SpongeBob. I'm just telling you. Hi there, SpongeBob. Hello, rock star. Oh my God, that almost worked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be serious now.
Me too.
Hello, rock stars walking. Well, Mr. Rose, I
thought you were going to be serious.
Okay, it's because I was thirsty. I was parched.
I'm just telling you, I'm keeping all that. Okay, I'm just making sure you know I'm keeping all this. Okay.
Take 12.
And it may open the show. You never know.
Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Okay. Tomo. Hello, rock stars. Welcome to In the Pit. I'm your host, Rick. I hope everyone's doing phenomenal, or at least sort of sober from the weekend. And this week is Chris Wild. How are you, sir?
Hey, Rick, I got to tell you, I've been hearing so many stories about you being a Category 5 hurricane.
They're lies.
So,
Well,
so
maybe
I
they're
came
true.
prepared. I've got my rain boots on,
Yes.
and I've got my Hello Kitty umbrella, and I'm ready for the Category 5 hurricane. So,
Did you bring a life
whenever
vest?
you're ready, yeah, let me rotate that. There it is. Hello Kitty. It's even got the little Hello Kitty thing on it right here. So I'm ready for the Category 5 hurricane.
You obviously did not get the updated survival kit. It does include water wings.
Well, I figure with the rain boots being up to my knees, I'm probably okay. So
The rain boots are because it gets awful thick in here, and that's what you're going to need those for.
that's what I heard. So I came prepared.
Oh, my God. You know how that started? I came up behind Chi at a gas station down in Temple. We were on a road trip down to Corpus, and he had a brand new white linen shirt on. And I was like, shh. And I snuck up behind him to give him a hug, not knowing he had a cup of coffee in his hand. And so I come around, the coffee goes everywhere. And it was a brand new shirt that he had just put on. That was the first time he wore it. It goes all over him, all over the floor. And yes, I was on the floor cleaning up coffee in the gas station in Temple because it was a road trip gone bad.
New shirt?
I offered to. Oh, no, we were buying bleach pens, seltzer. He's in the bathroom trying to get the stain. He got most of the stains out. I'm going to have to still buy him a shirt, even though he says it's fine. I'm like, I felt bad. Of course, Bree and Amy are talking. And next thing you know, I'm a Category 5 freaking hurricane. And honestly, all of you that are friends with me, you guys will be like, yeah, Rick's, yeah, that's Rick. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's definitely it.
I dive into life because I don't know how long I'm on this planet, and I am of Category 5, and I'm sorry, but it's like,
Don't apologize,
you know what,
man? It's awesome.
I'm not changing. It's
awesome. Hey, some of us are just happy to be swept up in the bands of the hurricane.
Come on in, baby, because and if you're around me, yeah, make sure you have bail money because it's been known.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you look wonderful, dude. I thought maybe this was a costume, but this is you. Like, you wake up like this.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I'm just saying, you know how we got to trim the hair around our nose and our ears. You got a little bit coming out your horns. You might want to, get a little snip.
Well, actually, Rick, what you don't realize is that's the top part of the beard coming out. I trim, if I trim it up here, it eventually will come out down here. So that has to stay.
Instead of getting a grill, you need to get some gold plates on the top of those horns and some tips. You know what?
Yeah,
some Hello Kitty some little Hello Kitty on the top of them.
You have no idea how many Hello Kitty things I was going to buy for this. I was like, no, I'll dial it down a notch.
Why? Are you kidding me? That would have been awesome.
That stuff's expensive. That Hello Kitty stuff's expensive.
So just so you know, and I don't know how I know this, but you could probably, like a collector, you could probably sell it on eBay and get good money for it. I don't know.
I already told Taylor from Def Legend, I said, when I'm done with this, I won't need this anymore. So I give it to him, so he gives it to his little daughter, because it's,
Taylor,
it's so tiny. It's so tiny, it'll be perfect for her. So,
oh my God, the next time we have a rainstorm, I want to see pictures of you out with the Hello Kitty umbrella.
Oh, you got it. I'll definitely do it.
Oh, dude, if you take that picture, I'm putting it all over the internet. I swear, I'm not even shy. Like,
I love it.
This is my friend Chris, and today he is modeling the Hello Kitty accessory umbrella. It could be yours too. We'll have to set a good minimum starting price when we auction it.
$24.99.
Oh no, I'm thinking like we're gonna start it at like $100. It's going up from there.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll donate all the proceeds to some charity.
There you go.
You know what? That's a great idea. We should do that. We should get other rock stars in the scene to take pictures with the goofiest stuff and then auction it off, and we send all the money to a charity.
See, there's the Category 5 hurricane right there thinking.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna have to like auction off my ball gag and my blow up monkey and those are things that are very dear to my heart.
I understand.
Okay, so I got to ask, what did you learn about yourself during COVID? Good and bad, and I want to hear the good first. I want to end on the bad.
Well, the good, I work from home, so I spend a lot of time at home anyway. But during COVID, I got a lot more playing in. I'm a huge classical fan. Growing up, if you see on the wall back there, Alex Lifeson, he
Nice.
was my inspiration for doing classical. So I bought a new classical that's a cutaway, so I can play some other leads on. And I got
Nice.
really heavily involved. I love Rick Emmett and his classical pieces, so I worked on a lot of those. So I guess I'd like to say I got better during COVID from just having to sit around and play a lot more.
Nice. Nice. I went insane. I mean, more than I already was.
Wait, I was going to say you went insane. That would have known that you weren't insane before.
There's different levels. I mean, if you're going to aspire
Of
to
course.
greatness, you got to take the steps. It's like a 500 step program that I'm working.
Well, it's like a category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hurricane.
I'm working on my category 6 classification right now. What's the worst thing you learned about yourself?
Well, unfortunately for me, I got COVID, and I gave it to my parents are older, and siblings were taking care of them, and I gave both my parents COVID. I gave my sister and my brother COVID, who gave it to their families. Now, thankfully, the good news is everyone survived. Everyone made it through.
I'm trying not to laugh.
including myself.
I'm such an ass that I'm like, so it's the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
And it's not something to joke about. And I know I'm going to get a hate mail on this one. Thanks, folks. I already know this crap. It's serious. I mean, I
Yeah.
think I had COVID in the beginning because I still can like 50% smell and taste. And this is
Right.
December before it even came out. So a year and a half ago. It's serious. It's serious
Very
as
serious.
hell. But I mean, if you can't laugh, I mean, as long as nobody died, if you can't laugh at it, then I mean, what the hell? So I know I'm going to get hate mail. I'm sorry.
I did lose a cousin to COVID.
Oh,
My father's
I'm
side of
sorry.
the family is from Ohio, and she had some pre-existing conditions, which
Okay.
tend to happen. And yeah, she didn't make it, but
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's
Aw.
very serious, and
I do
my
have a
God,
couple friends that I lost, and I will tell you, yes, it is sad. But if you can't laugh and continue to live, I think they
gotta
would be
have humor.
they'd be disappointed if they expected anything less. If it happened to me, and you know what, we all joke about it, but I mean, one day I am going to be gone. We're not
Yep.
getting out of this thing alive. We are going to die one day. I just hope it's a long time from now. But at my funeral, I actually do hope it's a party and people laugh at the stupid crap, the fun crap, the fact that I lived a life. Celebrate, man. Don't be like, oh my God, he's gone. Although some people will be celebrating that I'm gone. But I mean, seriously, have a
I've
good
got
time.
a friend of mine. I've got a friend of mine that told me one time. He said, "Hey, at my funeral, if you're attending my funeral, I'm going to be up in heaven or wherever. I'm going to be laughing because I'm going to say, ha ha, I won."
This is not a race.
He's saying he's going to heaven, so he's like, ha ha, I won. I got there before you did.
Yeah, but you know what? We're all gonna. Well, maybe not all of us are gonna go there. I mean, hoping, but there's a couple people, and I'm hoping. It's questionable whether I'm on the list yet. But it's you know what? This is a crazy fun adventure, and everybody knows I talk about it all the time. I'm 51, and everybody goes, "No, Rick, you're not." Thank you. There's a lot of like spackle and beauty products being used. But it's, again, you got to live life, man. Enjoy it. People that take it too serious, it's like, we're not getting out of it alive. I mean,
No. And you're not taking anything with you either.
Oh, okay. That is funny because there are people that like work a million hours. I just switched jobs. And I am a mortgage loan officer. So I do work a lot of hours, but I work a lot because my theory is I work so that I can live. I work to live, not live to work. And everybody goes, well, if your passion is music, why don't you do it? Well, because I am a princess that likes his vacations. I mean, I've been to St. Thomas twice this year. I'm going to Cabo here in a couple of weeks. I like my vacations. I I'm a princess. My wife knows. I like nice things. I'm willing to work hard, but I play hard too. And when I die, there's not going to be some trailer hauling all my crap with me. No, it stays here. So I always tell
Your
people,
wife's gonna sell it all.
no, it's all going to the kid. And
Well,
it's
okay.
funny because
That's
this
what you think.
blue drum set is a pearl. I bought brand new 20 something years ago. I hate it. It's my least favorite drum set. And I want to sell it. And he's like, Dad, you can't. That's my favorite. I'm like, dude, out of all my drum sets that I own, keep the 65 Ludwigs. Like, those are the ones to keep. He's like, no, I like wherever they are. Over here. Those. I'm like, okay, you don't even play drums, kid. Shut up.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, how many guitars you got? And it just approximately 10 plus?
Yeah. 12.
Okay. Isn't it funny how people give you crap like, because you can only play one at a time? I know, but there's a lot that I can play at one at a time.
Well, I try, along with the get up, I really try to, especially when I'm doing the Aussie thing, I try to do, here's the
Okay. Okay. Stop right there. Stop. I was just about to go the black and white swirl Les Paul, like that look, that guitar. If I could play guitar, that's the one I want. Like, holy crap, I love the look of that. And the fact that you wear a kilt, like, that's pretty cool too.
But I do my best. I do my best to play, many guitars. I've got that one. I've got.
Oh, I love it. It's show and tell. I love
this
it.
one with the buzzsaw.
Oh, I like that one too. Finish. That's nice.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
The Wild Audio guitars.
Oh,
they are really great, and I love playing. This one I tuned down to C sharp to play a lot of the detuned Black Sabbath stuff.
Okay. See, and so you don't cheat. You don't cheat and just use a drop pedal.
No, I cheat guitars. Here's the Harpoon Randy Rhoads.
Oh, I love it. And wait. Stop. You got to pose because Randy's over your shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I love it. That is awesome.
That's my wall of glory. I've got Eddie, Alex, Zach's behind me, and then I've got George Lynch, Jake Ely, and then, of course, and Zach calls him Saint Randy.
That is so awesome. I love it.
So I try to switch those guitars throughout the show, just like Zach does. And
that is. Now, do you have a roadie? Do you have a tech?
I do. His name is Frank. What's up, Frank?
Frank, you are the reason this man looks good wherever he is, whichever side.
He's awesome. When he's got, it's hard for him to be on stage like when we're playing at the Rebel or something like that. But when we're playing Gas Monkey or House of Blues, I'm looking forward to playing House of Blues and having a tech for the first time because it's just going to be great.
Isn't that funny? It's as a musician, we get all the glory because we're on stage. And we all have big time rock star friends that are doing this full time. But what people don't realize is we are just the poster. Really, there's a complete support staff. Like I always tell people, we sound good up there, but it's really like the sound guys and the light guys and everybody that makes us look phenomenal. And then we're just weekend warriors playing. I mean, I wish I could do this full time, but I can't. We're just weekend warriors. But even at our level, and we're not even national, at our level, it still takes all the behind the scenes folks that make your life go off just without hopefully most of the time without a hitch, and it's great, but holy cow, they're just as important, if not more so than us.
I'm telling you, the first time I got to use him as a tech on stage and he helped me with guitar switches and stuff like that, I was just like, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
You're like, I love you.
Yes.
Literally.
And I tell him that after every show because it's so great to, when the show's over, to just be able to walk off stage and go talk to people and take pictures and stuff like that, knowing that this guy, I trust him completely. And he packs everything up and I don't have to do that stuff anymore. It's just so wonderful. So Frank, I know you're going to be watching this. I appreciate you, brother.
Rock star, truly a rock star. I wish I had a roadie. I had a roadie for a while. I would love to have a roadie, but I'm a control freak because my drums that you guys see in public they're only live drums. The rehearsal sets are completely different. So every time my gear goes back, it's got to go back a certain way because when I pull it back out, I need to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to go. And I do a gear count every time I leave the house, leave the club. Like I count how many pieces came in, how many pieces coming out. There is actual organization to this pandemonium hurricane going down the street. Like
I have a laminated card that has a list of all the equipment that I don't leave the house without before a show.
That's awesome. That is awesome. In fact, I'm going to rip you off now. Thank you. Because I'm going to do the same thing because my gear is consistent no matter what.
Right.
It's the same thing. I'm going to do the same exact thing. So I know, hey, this is what walked out. This is what's walking back in. And
it's a training process too. You know, you got to, first thing I had to tell him is, you know, I don't want people slinging my gear, not caring about it because these guitars are expensive. These are the real deal. So, you know, if you're going to throw around my Holy Grail guitar that costs, you know, $5,000, you're not going to be the roadie for me. I need you to be just as careful with it as I would be. And he does that. And, you know, I taught him that first, but then, you know, how everything plugs up and stuff like that. It's a process to get him to do it just the way I want it. But he's there.
And for those of you that are not musicians watching this in Europe, South America, Australia, and all over the U.S., here in Dallas-Fort Worth, we have a lot of clubs that we're always playing. And so we're always in and out. And on stage, just the musicians, not even including the club, there's a boatload of money walking on those stages each and every night. And I just broke a cymbal. And anybody see me play, I smashed the living out of my cymbals. Every time I break a cymbal and I'm not endorsed, yeah, that's 300 minimum. And they go up from there because and it is what it is. I get it. It's pricey, but every couple of years I replace all my brass. And I just don't think people understand how much gear, especially drummers, have to lug around. Oh, I'm envious. Now I don't like you anymore. You got a roadie.
but I always tell my drummer, you know, when he complains about having to carry so much stuff, I always say, hey, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
Amen. Absolutely. Wait, dangerous or like full of crap?
Well,
there's just
all of the above.
There's so much. In fact, it's not just drummers, it's all of us. There's so much that goes on behind the scene, and we're making pennies when we're on stage compared to how many hours are invested and how much money's invested. We're never going to recoup. This is a labor of love, truly labor of love.
Absolutely. Frank is all, you know, Frank texts for me for the Aussie thing, but he also texts for me for the Made in Texas thing.
Yep.
And I talked Frank. Frank is just one of the biggest Iron Maiden fans I've ever met. And I talked to Frank. Frank does our Eddie now.
Okay.
So he'll text for me before the show, but during the show he dresses up as Eddie, and he's more popular than the guys in the band now. He goes out in public like, "Hey, you're the Eddie," and I'm like, "I told you that was going to happen. You're going to get more famous than us."
You know, that is awesome. In fact, at some point I need to come to a show because I want to get my picture with him. I know I'm a dork. So
that's one of the selling points of doing Iron Maiden is when Eddie's there. Hey, you know, everybody wants to take a picture with Eddie.
So, okay, we got to talk about music a little bit, or people are going to be like, Rick, you didn't even talk about the bands. So let's talk about the band. So you've got Blizzard of Oz and you've got Made in Texas. Okay.
Right.
Blizzard, for those of you who cannot put the dots together, get out your Sharpie. I'm going to show you real quick. Blizzard of Oz is an Ozzy tribute, which you guys also do Black Sabbath, though.
Yes.
And anybody who watches the show, I guess it was about a few weeks back, I had Shame on. I remember the first time I met Shame, and I was like, dude, that's Ozzy. And I was like, I had to do a double take. And he's the nicest guy. And what some of you guys don't know is I'm in a Green Day tribute. He's actually a Green Day fan. And I almost auditioned him to sing for us. And I'm like, Ozzy doing Green Day?
He told me that the other day. I was telling him I was going to do this interview, and he told me he was going to try out for the Green Day tribute. And I was like,
he almost did. dude, and he's wicked talented. I love and I've bragged about this a million times. The relationship that he has with Walter, and that the both of them are doing different Aussies at different portions, but they're friends. And I know that Shame has jumped in, and this was I think 2 years ago, jumped in and covered when Walter's wife had a medical issue and couldn't make a show. Jumped in. That is the epitome of friendship and just camaraderie. And that's what you need more of in this music scene is we are all just music fans, and we need more folks that are willing to do that. Like Mark Moss from Green Day's, the other Green Day tribute, played a show with us opening for Back in Black at Fat Daddy's a while back because one of my guitarists was out. He jumped in. That to me is, and I got it came from Shame and Walter leading the pace by doing that. I thought that was, it stuck with me, and I've talked about it many times. That is just wow. I mean, if you got the call,
that's what you got to do.
If you got the call, would you jump in? I'm sure.
Sure. Yep.
Why not?
It would be, it's, the difference between Walter and Shane is kind of like the difference between me and, even though we're both doing Zakk Wylde, the difference between me and Bert. Burt's doing the younger Zakk Wylde, and
Yep.
I'm doing.
And Bert's a really nice guy.
No beard. I've got the beard.
And Bert's a really nice guy. In fact, I gotta get a hold of Bert. Bert's gotta come on. And I mean, again, you guys, and that's when you guys can be friends and you're both doing the same thing. Like, nice. I love it. And so, is there? I'm going to probably ask the one nerdy question. Do you prefer like the Black Sabbath era over the Aussie, or it's all just fun?
I'll be totally honest with you, Rick. I wasn't a Black Sabbath fan very early on when we started. We started this band in 2005.
Okay.
And so very early on, the drummer, he was a big Black Sabbath fan. This was before we met Shane. And he says, "Man, I want you to listen to War Pigs." And
that's a great one.
Well, and so I listened to it, but I happened to listen to a version that Jake did when they were playing live when Jake was still in the band.
Okay.
And I liked that. And I was like, okay, we can start doing that. And just slowly over time, I've gotten introduced to more and more Sabbath. And now we're doing deep cuts and like a National Acrobat. And everybody's like, man, there's only like 3 people in the building that know that song, but that song is so great. And Robert loves it. And so, yeah,
that's awesome.
We pretty much do a lot of Black Sabbath now, but I prefer the Aussie. For me, St. Randy up there, those first 2 albums, when you compare those to anybody else, to any other Aussie albums, anybody else, to me, just like the other day, I was listening to You Can't Kill Rock and Roll.
Okay.
The song, and I was picking it out, and Randy just, he does these overdubs and these other, other tracks on that album, and like he did on the first one too, but just these little nuances that he puts in there, and I'm just like, man, not only could the guy play, he could write incredibly great, but he just knew how to put these things in there that just make it, it's the little things, you know what I'm talking about?
Always.
And so I love the first 2 Aussie albums with Randy.
That's awesome. And I got to tell you, I love the fact that you guys, full tilt, like you guys look the band, you don't always get that with tributes. I mean, my band, I'm going to tell you, none of us, everyone says I look like Trey Cole. I don't think so. But it's like, we try to give you the impression, we dress the part, but we don't look like the actual characters. But I do expect that we're going to audibly put the sound on stage. So when you close your eyes as close as possible, you're gonna be like, that sounds like Green Day, or in your case, that sounds like Ozzy. That's what you want, and
absolutely,
there's some great tributes in this town. There's some questionable ones too. You gotta go, but at least you have heart. And you get award points for that too.
Sure.
Now, doing the jump over to doing Iron Maiden, and this is one that, I mean, if you're a metalhead, you gotta love some Maiden. I know you told me in, out, like a yo-yo. What keeps drawing you back in?
My dad and my brother were both drummers. So being the middle child, I was going to rebel and say, no, I'm not doing that. But my brother actually played drums for a little while in a band called Bellicose. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
They were popular around, back when Peace of Mind came out.
Okay.
Well, they were listening to Peace of Mind when it first came out, and I would go to rehearsals with my brother because I wanted to watch his guitar players play, because at that time they were way better than I was. And they introduced me to, Peace of Mind album and Flight of Icarus, and when I heard that, I was like, oh man, that is so great. And so, doing the Maiden thing, I've just always loved Maiden, and the other guys in the band, they don't like to play out typically as much as the Ozzy thing does. So It kind of works out good for me that I don't have to step on each other's toes, and I do all the booking for both bands. So I really tend to, schedule things around that so that I can play. If I could, sometimes I've done Blizzard and Maiden on the same night, on the same stage. I don't like to do that
you're
because,
working.
Yeah. Plus I got to rip all this off and,
Wait,
or
that's
put
not
it
real?
on really fast.
That's not
What?
real? That's not real?
Yes, it's real. I meant the hat. I meant put the hat on.
Dude, next time I see you, I'm going to jump in your lap like Santa Claus and be like, is the beard real?
You don't know how many people come up to me and go, is that real? And I'm like, do you think it's real? And they go, well, it kind of looks real and it kind of looks fake. And I said, well, let's just go with it's real.
I thought it.
And,
dude, that's your Halloween costume, by the way. You need you could be in like the Hobbit movie. Well, you're too tall. Sorry. You're out. Sorry. You can't be a dwarf.
if I could dye it gray, I guess I could be Gandalf.
Ooh. You shall not pass. Oh my God. Yes, I'm a nerd. Shut up, people. I don't care.
Gag War 5 coming out again.
Oh, no, it gets worse as time goes on. So being that you're juggling the two bands, and again, what people don't realize is sometimes we do double duty. Like Basket Case, Rebel Yell have played together. It's a kick in the trying to do both of them because you're on stage all night. And especially when you have to grow, like you got to put Rogaine or something on really quick to, like grow the beard.
Yeah.
Are you just
snap my finger?
Okay, Gandalf. Are you like get out of my way running down the hall to get changed?
Yeah, pretty much. It depends. If I'm going to do both bands, I try to put a band in between to give me a little, leeway. I try to put a band in between. I don't like to do more than two bands in a night, but if we're going to do Maiden and Ozzy together, I like to put somebody in between.
Wow. See, when ours play together, I always I want them back to back because I don't want my heart rate to slow down. It's easier as a drummer for me to play 3 hours or more straight than play, take a break, play, because then you're always trying to get your heart rate back up. So for me, I'm always like, just set me in the seat and let me go. And who's notorious? He makes me look like an infant. Is Chuck. Chuck will he'll have all 500 of his bands on stage the same night, and I'm like, dude, you're like a mop. You're soaking wet.
I don't know how he does it, but bless him for doing it because being outdoors in the summertime and 4 of your bands are playing and you're playing drums, which is the most physically exerting.
Oh my Lord.
I'm just like, I don't know how you do it and not have a heart attack on stage, but.
And you've played a bunch of shows with them, haven't you? You guys have played together a bunch of times.
We actually had Chuck fill in for us many years back for a show in Beaumont and then in Corpus Christi, and it was great.
I love
Chuck's
Chuck.
actually played in Maiden, Texas as well. He did a stint in Maiden, Texas as well.
Okay, you know what, Chuck? If you're watching, go ahead. You could come play in Basket Case for a show, and that way you could say you've hit every band in town. Like,
yeah, that's probably one of the only ones he hasn't been in.
Call me. Oh no, I admire the crap out of him because it is so much work, and there are musicians that are in like 4, 5, 6, 12 bands, and you talked about Taylor earlier, phenomenal bass player, and it's like, dude, he's in a bunch of bands too. He was just on the show, and it's like, holy crap, wicked talented. And I'm like, with a baby at home
and funny.
Oh, dude, he's a riot. I
watched that episode. I watched that episode. He's a crack up, man.
He's even better in person. And it's funny because the first time I met him, It took me a second because he didn't have his wig on, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on, wait, I think that's the same guy, but I'm not sure." Yeah, it took me a second. I like him a lot. So, anything new coming down the horizon that you can hint at or blatantly just talk about?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll start with the maiden thing because that's the thing that's coming up the quickest. I'm putting together a pretty good sized stage show. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but the maiden thing is gonna have not only Eddie, but we're gonna have some pretty cool stuff on stage to really make it more like a maiden show. And
Explosions and flames.
No, maybe. But that's probably more Aussie than that is the main thing. But I just want to give it more of a feel of a real maiden show.
Nice.
And then when I get done with that, I'm gonna come do the same thing. All the set work stuff I'm doing and designing, I'm gonna do the same thing for the Aussie thing. Did we lose Rick? Well, I guess we lost Rick, so enjoy this lovely pottery. A lot of times when I'm out in public and dressed like this, people will tell me, hey, dude, get away from me, go fly a kite, So I went out and I bought a kite. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. Rick, you gonna come back, brother? Hello, hello.
From the desk for like half a second. There you are, Chris. You're back.
I have no idea what happened, but I will say I was watching him show the kite and the vase.
I walked away before he even did that, and I came back. I walked away. It couldn't have been more than a minute. And Chris, are you there? Because I see I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
That was crazy. We're talking away, and all of a sudden, full shutdown, which is fine. We'll pick right back up from there. We're good.
But did it I think
no warning, and I don't know if it was my end or what, but just Bye-bye. You have
And
been.
normally, if it's me, I wouldn't even be here. You know, when I come back to my computer, it wouldn't even be there. It would have locked up.
Oh,
He hung himself up, and I'll remove him until he comes back.
oh my God. Now I got to remember what we were talking about and jump back in.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, we were. God, I know. I'm not worried about the edit on it.
I'm not either. I'll figure that part out. But where is he at here? Let me disconnect him completely. Oh, there he is. Okay, Rick. Now we're okay. There.
Hold on. That was crazy. Just
Yeah, that was weird.
I do like that the kite though, and the vase, because I could see you. You couldn't see me. I'm like, what the hell?
I figured that's why I was like, oh, I better kill some time.
Oh, Mr. Rose will edit the crap out of this. I'm not even worried. But
Sure.
I was just like, am I in timeout? Did I say something that I?
Yes,
I don't. I
You've,
like I said.
you've offended the community of Facebook somehow, and
And that's a first. Like, how? I don't know.
Chris,
Wait.
you're going in and out and turning upside down. And
I want to go upside down.
Yeah,
How did he do
weird.
that? I want to go upside down. Make me upside down.
I'm not sure. See, Chris, his feet is like going up and down there.
I want to go upside down.
yeah, we did so good for so long, and now all of a sudden it's going crazy.
Yeah, because it's like,
Kidding
okay,
me.
here we go. We're gonna wrap. Get your thing going. Rick.
Okay.
Pick it up, 'cause we don't know what the
Right
internet.
before wait, real quick, Chris, right before we went out, you were talking about oh my God. Now my brain is completely flustered because you were talking about
too.
you were talking about the new
stage
shows.
Stage shows that I was at. Yeah.
So let's pick up from there, and then we'll go out.
And I'm here. I'm not
Yes.
gonna move. And if it goes out again, we'll just edit and close.
Sure.
But I was not here last time.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
No, you're fine. Where we go?
Oh, hey.
It's not my fault.
So then for the Ozzy thing, once I get done with the Maiden thing, I'm going to do the same thing for Ozzy.
Yep.
It was, with the Maiden thing, it's so easy with all the stories and Eddie and, Power Slave and, all the different designs. It's so easy to come up with things for the Maiden thing. But with Ozzy, he's talking about, being high on pot or cocaine or something like that. And it's hard to design a stage show around, pot and cocaine. So, but I
wait. All you need is a glass table and a couple plants. I mean, I got some props.
Yeah, but that doesn't play to the audience. That's only for the people on stage.
Tough. You're in the audience.
But I finally found something. As a matter of fact, it's something that Zach uses for his Zach Saboteur. I'm going to do something similar to that. And it's just, I want to give more of a feel for the audience of being at a show. Yes, we're dressed up and we're playing the right guitars and stuff like that. But I just want to have, I learned this from Inman and Mike Hamill from Def Legend. You want to put that stage. I'm not going to go out and buy the video boards that they did, but I still want to do more than what we're currently doing.
Big props, and let's do it real quick. Big props. Def Legend has a stage production, and there are some great bands in town. And I've been very blessed to play with a lot of them. But I think we all should aspire to bring that big stage feel to it. And I love the fact that you're like, we're going to up our game. We're going to take it to the next level, because I think that really, and I say this all the time to a lot of folks, we're all musicians, but it's not just about being a musician. That's like 10%. It's 90% theatrics. It is truly, we are actors on stage. I want to see a production. I want to feel like I just went and saw Green Day at Globe Life in front of 35,000 people, sold out, and Weezer killed it. Fall Out Boys killed it.
I saw your posts.
The Interrupters, who kind of a ska band, young band, they opened it up and they still brought the thunder. And of course, Green Day did. But it's a monster feel. If we could do that, even on a local level, like bring that big stage feel, then the paying audience is getting their money's worth every time they go out. And they're not just getting the same old schlock every week. And the other part of it is, I don't want to play every weekend. I don't want to give you the Green Day thing or the Billy Idol thing every weekend. I want you to come out, because we don't play every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, I want you to come out because you haven't seen us in a while. And I know there's a lot of bands that will play nonstop, and I'm friends with a lot of them. Hey, guys, my personal, it's just me. Don't if you give it to me all the time, what's my incentive? And when I do come out, I want to see production. I'm looking forward to seeing your stage show once you get it all complete, because that's over the top, man. That's over the top.
Well, that's why I told the guys in Maiden, Texas, when we headlined the first time at House of Blues, I'm like, if you bring 2 half stacks and 1 small bass amp, and you put the drums on a drum riser on that big stage at House of Blues, it's gonna look so small. It's gonna look so small, and it's not gonna be good. And so I said, we gotta do screens, we gotta do something to make our stage show bigger, because if you make it small, people are just like, oh, well, I go see these guys down the street at the local pub, for free.
Bingo.
And because all it is a half stack on stage, a bass amp and a drum kit, and they're not dressing up, they're not playing the guitars, they're not acting like people on stage. And if you're gonna do the full tilt tribute thing, you gotta go full tilt.
I know that we have a full video production. Like if we're at a club that has a video screen, we have somebody that comes along and they hook up, and we've got videos for all the songs, and they know what it is, and they have our set list. That's what I want to see. Like, take some time.
You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that when you guys play at Legacy Hall, because that big video board up there, that's really, to me, that's 75% of the show is what's on that video board. You can play and be really good, but that video board is just so big. And
last time we played there, we sold it out, and that's what we did. Is we brought full tilt video production, and I got to give big shout out right now to Doug Grabowski, the bass player for La Freak or La Cure and Thin White Dukes. He did our video. Doug was phenomenal. Did our whole video production. We're bringing him back with us again. And yes, for the bands that are like, oh, just put our logo up there. Get creative, guys. Get creative.
That's not enough.
That is such a huge palette to paint a picture on. And we did a couple things that people were like, and I'll talk to you off screen about it, or off camera. And it was, oh my God. And for those of you that were there, you know exactly what we did. It's the little things. You just said it a minute ago. The little things that make all the difference, and just it shows your passion, shows your love of.
Well, it's like I got the real cuffs.
I've
got the real Black Label Society ring.
Please don't ever hit me.
I bought this from Zakk Wylde's website. It took me 2 years. This is no joke. It took me 2 years to find the manufacturer of the boots that he wears.
Oh.
I found it out, and you know how I found out? I saw a picture of him where he was sitting on the ground, and you could see the bottom of the boot, and I could see the logo on the bottom of the boot, and I searched that on Google, and I found him. And
nice.
The boots that he wears are so comfortable. Because the boots I was wearing were very uncomfortable, and so the boots. So I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I found these. That's why he's wearing them, because they're comfortable.
That is passion. That's commitment, and you gotta love it. I'm sorry, you gotta love it. That is greatness. One more thing before I let you go, I gotta ask. There's 2 guys in the scene that wear kilts regularly. You are one of them, and all of you know, if you've ever been to a show, Mr. Thomas is the other.
Oh yeah, shout out to Thomas.
Thomas, we love you, but I gotta ask. I already know for him because he's told me point blank. Do you wear a true kilt?
I'm gonna leave that to your imagination, Rick.
You know what? I'll know the first time a lady comes up to you, sticks her camera under your phone, takes a picture, and she looks at it.
Hey,
I'll know whether or not.
When we played at the Revel the last time, there was a woman that came in after the show, after Frank had packed up all my gear. She came in after the show. She put her head up my kilt. She didn't put her phone up my kilt. She put her.
Do we need to get you a booth?
So I was like, honey,
okay.
that'll be $50.
$50 to make you holler.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that's like one of the fringe benefits of being in a kilt and being a musician. Like, I'm already ready to go.
She came up to me and she says, "Why are you wearing a kilt?" Because again, this was after the show, and I said, "Well, I just got off stage." Obviously, she didn't know who Zakk Wylde was, but I said I was just playing at the show, and I showed her a picture on my phone, and she didn't even ask, "Are you dressed properly in a kilt?" She just got on her knees and put her head under there, and I was like, "Wow."
Okay,
So,
I'm Amy. If you're my wife, Amy, if you're watching this, I'm getting a kilt. Just letting you know.
you'll get a lot of when you go out in public wearing a kilt, you'll get a lot of people asking you, "Hey, are you dressed properly?"
I'm the wrong idiot to ask that because, of course, I'm known for I'm known for just getting butt naked and I get in trouble for that crap all the time. Are you kidding me? Especially if there's alcohol involved. Just saying.
Right.
Oh my God, dude, it was a great. Will you come back? Will you come back and do
Absolutely.
this again next time? And we're
Absolutely.
almost to the point where we're going to start doing these things in person again because I miss seeing people. I miss the hugs.
Yes, we all need hugs.
Yeah. Oh, I need more than most people. I've got big issues.
Yeah.
Wait, you got another prop?
No, I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go out like I came in with my Hello Kitty
Oh
umbrella.
my dude, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me. I'm
Sure.
sure that you understand now why I tell people call your therapist first. Yeah, you're like, yeah, uh-huh. Oh my
I
Lord.
already know.
Oh my Lord, I love it. And for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much. I hope your brain is not too scrambled. And if it is, you're welcome. If you're a first time watcher, you can like us on Facebook. Please like us. Invite your friends to like us. If you're in a local band, share your shows. We'd love to promote it. If you're just a fan, go to our page. We've got In the Pit with Rick, and we have Concert Connection, which if you guys watch, I do put out a weekly show called Concert Calendar, where I talk about usually the top few people that have sent it to me and some of my favorites. I will gladly announce your shows, or if you're looking for a show, watch it. You'll know exactly who's playing where. Oh my Lord, I'm about to die here. Or if you can't find us here, you can find us on iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify. Obviously, we're on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. We've got an Instagram and a Twitter account, which somebody is horrible at keeping up with. Just saying. We also have a Roku channel and an Amazon. We have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel. So you can find us in all the mediums. I think I'm just about to go global or get my own satellite or something. Rick TV. Oh my God, that's got a great ring. Rick TV.
It does.
Mr. Just
Global domination.
Oh. Oh my Lord. And you can also download our app. It's called In the Pit with Rick. On that app, you can watch all these episodes, and it's got a concert calendar so you can see who's playing where. And that way you can get off the couch, leave the ding dongs, take the ding dongs. I don't really care. Just go see live local music, support. And if you're not here in Dallas, Fort Worth, but you're in Europe, all over the U.S., South America, and you've got live music venues near you, go support live local music. It is one of the best gifts that you could actually have in your town, to go see a live band, to see local musicians play. No better gift. Thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate it, Chris. Thank you for being my guest this week. Sure. I look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely. Next time we'll talk more about shame.
Hi, Shame.
Yeah, you know what's coming, Shame.
Oh, stay tuned for that episode. That'll be the juicy one. That's gonna be like Rick Springer.
Even better, if you do it in person, you can have both of us on at the same time.
Then I got to get a security guard. I got to get couches. Actually, I like that idea. That sounds good. This has been Chris. Thank you for being my guest. I am Rick, and we will see you somewhere in the pit. Even with a technical, we got through it. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I love the Hello Kitty. I'm dead serious. Hold on to that. I'm going to get some other musicians.
I may have to keep it.
I tell you what, the next time you play a big stage, I think you need to walk out with your Hello Kitty umbrella.
Well, if this video goes viral, which I'm sure it will, everybody will be asking. They won't be asking about the kilt. They'll be asking about
where's the kitty
umbrella. Yeah,
where's the kitty, baby? Where's the kitty?
Next time I'll have I'll try to get a Hello Kitty guitar.
Oh my God. You know what? You should get some beater guitar, have it taken apart, have it wrapped in Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if you do that, that would be insane. Oh my God, Chris, thank you so much, dude. Awesome. I wish we'd done this sooner. Holy crap. I wish we'd done this sooner.
like I said, we'll do it again. I'm sure you'll have Robert Shane on again, and
I will, but you know what? We're gonna have to have some of your Made in Texas folks on.
Yeah, Anthony and Mike and Pat and Jeff, they're a bunch of great guys, and
if you tell me they're boring, don't tell me they're boring.
Well, Pat, the bass player is very low key, so you're not going to get much out of him.
I might scare him.
Yeah, you might scare him off. Mike is very soft spoken, but he's the gasoline of the band. Anytime something's going on, he'll pour gasoline on the fire and back away and just watch.
I like him already.
Yeah.
Burn, baby, burn.
But there's not many pranks going on in that band, not like in Blizzard.
Blizzard. Oh my God. When are you guys playing again? We didn't even get to talk about that.
Yeah, Saturday, August the 14th, so 2 weeks from yesterday at the Maverick, which we're doing the 2.5 hours.
That's right. You and I talked about it before the show, but we didn't talk about it. I think that's the weekend before I go down to Cabo. I'll try to come out to that show and hang out.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. If you come out, we'll let you announce.
Oh shit. Oh, I'd love to announce you guys. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, come on.
I do. I
We'll
love it.
It.
What's funny is when I show up at shows and they don't have an MC, which most people don't, they're like, hey, Rick, you want to announce? I love MCing, except for when I say the wrong club, and then I'm embarrassed. You got to laugh at yourself, man. This shit's funny.
I just have to know, when you first figured out, when someone told you that you had said Gas Monkey at La Cantina.
Fucking horrified. Are you shitting
me?
Like, okay, nobody prepares you for that kind of crap. And and instantly all my little brain said is the Hello Kitty episode. I love it, Mr. Rose. I honestly, the only thing I went to is own it right here, right now. Just raise your hand and go, I'm a dumbass, which is what I said, because otherwise you look dumber than dumb trying to play it off. Hey, folks, I'm a dumbass. Sorry, Lava Cantina. And then you walk away. Make a quick joke about it, and you just march down the road, and we're done.
You handled it right.
Scared shitless though. Oh my God.
That moment of panic that sets in when you realize that is
come on.
The last show we did at Maverick with Maiden, we did 2.5 hours as well. The light guy had set up a light tree behind my amp, and I didn't know that he had put a hazer down on the floor below the light tree. So the light tree is facing down on the stage. So during sound check, I turn around and the hazer's going off, and the lights are hitting the smoke cone. I thought my amp was on fire. I swear to you. And that moment of panic of, oh God, please no, And so I look back behind there and I see the hazer and I'm like, oh, but that sheer panic is just.
Here's how long you been a musician playing live?
Since 2007. So
okay, I've been doing it since 1990. So 30 plus years I've been a musician. At this point in the game, if you can't have those moments and compose yourself and move forward, get the fuck off stage. Because really, we have trained ourselves, hopefully, that shit's going to go wrong. Address it, forget it, keep moving. And as a drummer, that's all we do is if you fumble, you keep going. There's no time to dwell and call your therapist, go, I made a boo-boo. No, dude, own that shit.
Even the big boys break strings on stage. And, if I remember Alex Lifeson had that happen, but, they were so big at the time. His roadie had a guitar on him within, 10 seconds, another guitar that was ready to go. And then I've seen Zakk Wylde break a string, and he doesn't change guitars. He just plays.
I will do you one better. You may not be a President of the United States of America fan, but their guitarist had 3 strings. The bass player had 2. They did it on purpose. If you can't figure out how to play your instrument, like I break sticks all the time. Pitch it away, grab another one, keep going. I mean, all you got to worry about is the kick snare. Anyhow, grab another stick, keep going. If you can't figure out how to keep playing your instrument and keep the show rolling, what are you doing on stage?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
That's right. No, it's absolutely true. And, guitar players, most of them, if they're smart, will change strings before every show. But even when you do that, they're still going to break. And
Last night I broke 3 sticks. 3 sticks during a show. And that's normal for me. I'm a hard hitter. Dude, that's you practice the way you perform. I break sticks at practice too. Practice the way you play. And that way when shit goes wrong, okay, I still got a job to do. Just look up and smile. Yeah, I mean, really. Oh my God. Dude, I look forward to coming out. I'll put it on the calendar. As long as I don't have something going on that day and I don't know, I got to go look at my calendar. I'd like to come hang out with you guys. That'd be fun. I'd love to announce. That'd be a blast.
If you come out, I'll certainly let you announce. No doubt.
Nice. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I think I'm going to go over to Yvette's and we're going to go swimming for a little while. So
okay.
Try to enjoy your day. And we'll, I think I got to ask Mr. Rose, it's either this week or next week, this episode's going to air. So it'll be right away. It is this week. Okay. Awesome. So it comes out, usually it's going to be Thursday.
Thursday at 6.
Thursday at 6 p.m.
And you said you're going to send me a notification, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a text message.
Sweet. I just want to be able to get so I can put it out, so I can watch it and then send it to everybody.
Nice. Well, we're going to share it too. Typically, our show will end up getting anywhere between 10, 15,000 views. So like 3 people that may watch it.
No. Ever since I started watching, I send out Roberts. I send out Taylor's.
Thank you.
To everybody saying, hey,
check it out.
Taylor's was funny.
Taylor's was good. I think we had 15,000 views, but I think it reached 70,000 people.
Right.
Like, and I got to tell you, at times I'm still like, wow, really? There's that many people that have nothing better to do with their time.
No, they know the Category 5 hurricane and they want to see what's coming next.
What the fuck is going to go wrong? Yeah, I'm telling you. It's seriously. It's funny that you caught that because a lot of people have asked me privately, like, what's Category 5? Guys, have you not met me? I mean, really? And this is who I am.
That immediately.
This is who I am, man. I'm not changing. I'm like this in public. I'm like this at home. This is just me. I don't have to try.
Just so you know.
Oh my God! If he's got a tutu on, I'm going to be impressed.
Camera view was off, but here's the rain boots that I was wearing.
Dude, you got your waders on.
Sweating so bad.
The shit's getting thick. I got to wear boots.
Yeah. I didn't realize the camera angle wouldn't be big enough to show those. So I was like, and then I got involved in the interview.
Have you not watched porn? Have you not watched porn? You got to get a better camera angle. Oh my God. Chris, have a phenomenal day and I will catch up soon.
Say hi to Yvette for me.
I will. I absolutely will. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Rose.
Mr. Hare.
Before I get out of here and go chill. I'm sorry about the technical, but we did great. I thought we did.
Yeah,
great.
You did fine. I thought it was greatness.
Yes.
Everything was lovely.
So
there we go. Okay. I was kicking him out the studio.
Okay. Phenomenal. He was a fun interview. Holy crap.
He came in with Hello Kitty and I knew it was going to be insane. So
when the people that watch this, I won't be surprised if people start asking him for the Hello Kitty. I just love it. I love it. I love it.
Because I knew he was going to dress up. And then when I came in, he was there. And I looked at him like, what the fuck?
He beat me in here. I was surprised.
Oh, I know. He was there at 12:35.
That shows how eager some people are.
He said he had been looking forward to doing this for a while.
He'd been bugging me. And that's why I'm like, you want to do it? And he was immediately like, yes, I'm in. I'm in. And I'm like, and there's a bunch of people that are bugging me. So when I get blown off by somebody, I'm like, really?
Well, but again, I'm not even going into it because we're beyond where they think we are. And so.
Yeah. Did you see the numbers for Taylor? Over 15,000 views. Over 15,000 views, but we had over 70,000 reached.
They're doing stuff different now. And so when I promote it, I don't just automatically, how it used to just post up on the video. It doesn't post there. And so I was crazy this week, just getting my, so I could get up to my mother's and all that stuff and getting, Avery stuff ready. So I didn't look at anything. but
Okay,
I'm
so
catching up now.
let's talk a little bit. I don't know if you saw on the instant messenger, the gal from Fat Daddies. She even posted about sponsoring the show. $300. Go and look at it.
What?
Amy caught it. She messaged me because I told you I had talked to her. Fat Daddies wants
Oh,
to
I
sponsor
remember.
the show.
I remember that.
And she goes, you said something about $300 a month. And I'm like, I will get, she's a point that I will get in touch with her this week. And we will be chatting about getting this, the sponsorship agreement in place.
Okay.
$300 a month. And I'm assuming that's going to be for the concert calendar, not for Concert
Right.
Connection.
No, you mean not for In the Pit with Rick?
Not In the Pit with Rick, because I want them to sponsor the weekly calendar. But
Right.
let's have that conversation. She may want to sponsor the bigger show. And right now we don't have anybody else.
But that's 5.
Okay. The In the Pit is 5. That is 3.
And if what we can do it this way. If she basically sponsors the big dog, we can
give her the
put
calendar.
her in to the other one.
Okay.
If she sponsors In the Pit with Rick,
I'm going to go at it like this. Like, oh, I'm so excited you're going to sponsor the concert calendar. Just so you know, if you want to sponsor both of them, both shows, it's $500 a month. And then you become hello, thank you for watching In the Pit with Rick, sponsored by Fat Daddies. And then you get both of them.
Right.
And then that gives us $500 a month, which is 6,000. No, 5. Yeah. 6,000. 6,000 a year.
Calculator going off in your head. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the marketing dollars. Like, how can we?
That's all I think about.
Even at $300, are you kidding me? That's what.
Cheaper, and that's like she's saying, "I want to do it." That's the key thing here.
Go look at the message. Yes.
And I know I hadn't. I'll look at it. But I don't know where that other thing you showed me. I didn't even see it on the page. That freaking.
I caught it because I went to the page, and again, they reported it, and I'm like, I assumed it was something that you had posted.
No, hell, no, I didn't post that shit. And if I accidentally, I would post nothing from them. Somebody.
Oh, well, then we need to go nuke it. I thought that was you. We need to go nuke it.
No, I didn't even. You nuked it because I couldn't see it.
Okay,
and so just nuke it immediately.
I will go nuke it as soon as I get off the phone.
I don't even see it on our. Is it on In the Pit or is it on Concert?
It absolutely is. I will go fucking nuke it.
Yeah, somebody else freaking post it because I don't post really anything on In the Pit with Rick.
Okay, I'll nuke it.
Because I looked at it like I don't know what the freak.
I'll nuke it. I didn't know.
Just toast that. Toast that one. I don't know what the fuck it is. Somebody could have posted it and I didn't see it because I don't look at In the Pit with Rick.
Okay, I'll take care of it as soon as we get off here. I'll nuke it. It's done.
Yep, that's fine. And then I need you to either pick a picture or take a picture of you and Amy so I can have a new closing pick.
Okay.
Or like pick one that's there that you want.
I've got a bunch. I'll get you one.
Yeah, send me one of those. But I'll have this show. And one last thing. I now can, when I finish the show, I can set it to run automatically. I don't have to be there to run the show anymore. So I can,
to upload it. You said it 6 o'clock Thursday. It'll automatically.
I can be in freaking bumfuck Egypt.
Good.
And once I finish the show now, regardless of when I finish it, I'm getting it set to post, and there's going to be a posting that comes out to say, "Hey, the show is coming out 6 p.m. Thursday," and it'll send a post out there. So
as long as I have everything uploaded by Monday, can we make sure that we post on Wednesdays?
Oh, I'm absolutely.
Anytime, this week was on me. It being so late.
Wednesday at 12, Thursday at 6. Those are our times.
Good. I'll make sure that I get everything done. I'll make my list tonight. I'll shoot the show tomorrow and upload it so that you can edit it Tuesday and we can have it ready to go.
When you do your list, send it to me immediately because I'll pull those, and then when I do the edit, it's real quick.
When we're laying in bed tonight, watching whatever we're watching, I'll go ahead and I'll make my list.
Do it. Just don't tell me what you're doing, okay? I don't care. Don't tell me. Hey, how is Josh?
He's doing good. So he actually today went over to a captain that he met, and the captain sat down with him and was going over his CV, which is basically their resume. And he's got one more class this coming week. And then he has all his certifications as far as what he needs to get a job on a boat are done. And so the captain was really nice to kind of taking him under his wing. And he runs a kind of a bunkhouse, for when you're off contract for a week or two and you need a place, $200 a week, you get a room with a private bathroom. And Josh was like, okay. But the guy said, after all this, the guy goes, "You're gay." And Josh, like, yeah, he goes, "You've done a great job of butching it up." He goes, "But this industry is very mean." And he goes, "There is a gay community inside the yachting industry, some gay boat captains, gay crews, where they cater. He goes, and it's very successful, very predominant, because you need to be in that, because otherwise in the straight you could get there's some mean people. And Josh is like, oh my God, thank you for
the guy's real advice,
giving him real. And the captain's taking him under his wing. He's going back over there this week, tomorrow or Tuesday. The captain's going to tweak his resume with him. And I said, because Josh, we got him a credit card. It's our credit card, but he's got a user.
Hey, that's what we do.
I said, you offer to take him out to dinner just as a thank you. You say, hey, you tell him your dad. You're like, I'm okay with it. Take the man out for his time and his energy, and offer it at least just, hey, as a thank you. Can I take you out, at least buy you a dinner and just to say thank you, and keep the man's info.
Well, did you guys get Josh's card? How long has he had it? How long has he been on there? You turned off your mic. I can't hear you. You touched something and everything left. I don't know what you touched, but and now you're gone. When you come back, call me on the phone.